And good morning, Nigerians, and welcome to Kakaaki Social. I am Amaechi. On this segment of the show, we spotlight the issues that shape conversations in the Nigerian social media. So let's take a look at what is trending this morning. Amaechi, Minister of Transport, is trending. At #1 spot, Amaechi tapes has been trending over the past 48 hours on Nigerian social media. On Twitter, that issue has dominated a lot of conversations that Nigerians are having. It all started when Reno Omokri, the former aide to former President Goodluck Jonathan, released a bombshell audio tape. In that audio, the Minister of Transport, who is also the Director General of the Buhari re-election campaign, is heard saying that President Buhari does not read and he does not listen to anybody. This is a big issue. This is trending in the social media right now. Bombshell, listen and share. As the DG of the Buhari campaign, Chibuike Amaechi destroys Buhari. The president does not listen to anybody. Does he even read? Rotimi Amaechi, listen and share. This was from Reno Omokri. He fired us this shot. Let's take a look at this video, which is currently trending in the Nigerian social media. It's actually an audio tape. Let's take a look.
The president is not listening to anybody. He doesn't care. He can write anything he wants to write. The president doesn't care. Does he read?
Who released that first shot, he tweeted again. Moments after that, he said, Rotimi Chibuike Amaechi, I am waiting for you. One squeak from you, and I released the part 2. How can you know that President Buhari is a leader that does not listen, does not read, and has no capacity, yet you are foisting him in Nigeria? All for the love of money and power. This was Reno Omokri tweeting, but let's go on and take a look at how the presidency reacted to that development through the new media aide to President Muhammadu Buhari, Tolu Ogunlesi. He tweeted, he said, look at Reno and his Wendell Simlin crew sharing an audio that was most likely recorded years ago at the height of the fight between Amaechi and GEJ and trying to pass it off as Amaechi dissing Buhari. Reno hasn't changed one bit. This is how he earned his Simlin name. This was Tolu Ogunlesi, the new media aide to President Muhammadu Buhari, coming out on social media to say, yes, that is Amaechi's voice, but it was recorded in 2014 at the height of the power tussle between Rotimi Amaechi and Goodluck Jonathan. So the presidency has actually confirmed by that statement that this is Rotimi Amaechi's voice. And then Reno came back and said, yesterday, I set up the Nigerian president. I knew if I released the full Amaechi tapes, they would say it was fake. Now that Tolu Ogunlesi admitted it is actually Amaechi, but from 2014, here is the rest of part 1, proving that Aso Rock lied. Part 2 is coming shortly. Listen and share. Let's listen to this one.
The president is not listening to anybody. He doesn't care. He can write anything he wants to write. The president doesn't care. Does he read? He will read, he will laugh. He say, come and see, they're abusing me here. In fact, there was one case of somebody in Odisha, a trader who couldn't sell his goods during Salah. And I was with a guy in the plane. And the man was busy abusing Buhari because of Buhari, nobody was buying this. He said, come, what's my business with Odisha goat seller?
Okay, that is not all. In case you thought that was all, the cable filing another report. Frank Shaibu, one of the spokesperson of the PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar, released another audio. The only way Nigeria can change is for everybody to be killed, says Amaechi. Still on Amaechi tapes trending at #1 spot on Twitter Nigeria. This is another tape released by Frank Shaibu to the cable. Let's listen to this one.
This country will change. Nothing can. The only way this country can change is if everybody is killed.
Okay, how soon?
This country is going nowhere. Nothing. No, I'm not joking.
Purportedly of Rotimi Amaechi saying that Nigeria cannot change, that the only way for this country to change is for everybody to be killed. And then again, that's not all. Premium Times brought us another audio tape. Under Buhari, Nigerians are hungry. Poverty is growing, Amaechi says in secret tape. Let's listen again to this one.
These are not things you publish. If you publish it, you will never sit with me any day. 3 years of Buhari, everybody is dying, crying. Pressmen are crying, farmers are crying, workers are crying, politicians are crying, students are crying. 3 years. But the rate of poverty is very high. People are hungry. Nigeria will never change.
But Nigerians are now having their say. They are reacting, choosing some to tweet and said, Rotimi Amaechi said what we already knew. Even Aso Rock staff are tired of Buhari's lackadaisical attitude to work. If you have friends there, ask them. From Chosen Some to tweeting. Let's take a look at another Twitter user responding to this issue. Actually, the former governor of Ekiti State, Ayo Fayose, tweeting said, when a marketer tells you the product he's marketing is bad and those who used it in the last 3.5 years are suffering the consequences, what reasonable minds do is to run away from such product. Amaechi, the chief marketer of President Buhari, has said it all. From former governor of Ekiti State, Ayo Fayose, Harry_OB tweeting said, Amaechi is quite docile for a re-election campaign DG, and I think it's deliberate. By this time in 2015, he was all over the media, attacking, insulting, and pushing for his candidate. Amaechi knows Buhari's time is up, and I won't be surprised he leaked that tape himself. Hashtag Amaechi tapes. Harry Obi tweeting, having his say on that matter. Let's take a look at a tweet a Facebook user, Steve Aborishade, posting on his Facebook said, that moment that Mr. Amaechi would have wished all of these were a dream. If President Buhari wins, Mr. Amaechi will likely be relegated in influence, responsibility, and clout. Disloyalty doesn't get better than this level of backstabbing. But then, no one has independently confirmed the authenticity of the tapes, as if that matters in our context. One thing is certain, he won't lose his campaign DG position, but now he may be a DG only in name alone going forward. Steve Aborishade on Facebook making that comment. And also we saw from another Twitter user, Mr. AD, from a contrary perspective, saying if PDP likes, it can release 69 tapes of Rotimi Amaechi insulting Buhari. It might change Amaechi's role in Buhari's campaign, but it won't change the support Buhari enjoys from the electorate or the trajectory of his imminent victory at the polls. From Mr. ID tweeting. And of course, Kakaaki Social yesterday conducted a poll on his Twitter handle. What's your take on Chibuike Amaechi's leaked audio on President Buhari? This was how Nigerians reacted. As at the time we filed this report, over 3,000 Nigerians had voted. 81% said he stated the obvious. 10% said the tape was doctored. 3% said he should be sacked, and 6% said he betrayed Buhari. This is Nigerians having their say on the leaked audio of Minister of Transport and DG of President Buhari's re-election campaign, Rotimi Amaechi. We move on from that issue now to one issue that trended over the weekend. Senator Dino Melaye finally surrendered to the Nigerian police after the police laid siege at his residence. Let's take a look at how that development panned out. There was a Twitter user who shared this video with us, Tosin Olugbenga, saying, "See Dino Melaye, people of God. He has finally arrested, but just look at the drama. A senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria." Let's take a look.
Please hold it, I beg. Maybe by the time the robber see the citizen now this time. Wait on my brother.
What kind of wala is this? Where is the mat one first? Yeah, sure. Take. Give me one. I heard the whistle sound. Yeah, this one is cool.
Okay, Nigerians are having their reactions. Twitter user Abuak tweeting said, "This looks like the primary school play we used to do and escape punishment." And then we saw another Twitter user tweeting, Naomi Joe1 said, "Veteran actor, Chai, there is nothing you will not see in Nigeria. Senators are also actors. Action, no cut." Naomi Joe1 posting from Slim LDJ, "Senator Melaye makes a lot of unnecessary and childish noises, and I am not a fan of it. But this is how a sitting lawmaker is treated. This is how the legislative arm of government is manhandled by the executive arm. I am sad for us." Slim LDJ tweeting, and then we saw another tweet from Senator Shehu Sani. "Distinguished Senator Dino should be treated with dignity and honor and his fundamental rights respected, now that he has reportedly turned himself up to the police." Shehu Sani weighing in on the Dino Melaye and the Nigerian police saga. Of course, one of the leading APC supporters on Twitter, Kayode Ogundamisi, also tried to weigh in on the issue. He tweeted this video, "Dino Melaye inspires new generation of Nigerian actors." Watch. Let's take a look at this short video.
Maybe by the time the robber see the citizen now
Little boy had to even dress like Dinumilai. We move on from that issue to the issue of Vice Amina Zakari, who was appointed the chairman of the INEC Collation Center, and that issue has not died in this Nigerian social media. Video, Amina Zakari speaks on relationship with President Buhari. There had been speculations that she's a blood relation of the president, with calls for her removal as head of the Collation Center Committee. In this video, Amina Zakari has broken her silence. She's coming out to say and clear the air about her actual relationship with President Muhammadu Buhari. This interview was granted to the BBC Yoruba. It was brought to us by the BBC and now also by Sahara Reporters. Let's take a look at this video.
I'm not his niece, I'm not his cousin. And on this job, I've been appointed since 2010 by President Jonathan. And prior to that, I was appointed an SA to President Obasanjo. And I've done my work conscientiously over the years as a patriotic citizen of Nigeria. And I don't think I should be distracted now that elections are coming forward. I'll continue doing my work. I'll continue serving my country to the best of my ability with the best of intentions. President Muhammadu Buhari is my president, as everybody else's president. He's not my cousin. He's not my uncle, as is being claimed. That's all I can say. But I know him as my leader, as a leader of the nation.
Amina Zakari is saying President Buhari is not my cousin, is not my uncle, but he is my leader and also the leader of the nation. Okay, I am _Vils tweeting said, Madam, I won't dare to believe anything that comes out from your mouth. Your appointment is biased and a threat to our Electoral Act and democratic civil rights. You are not the only qualified person in INEC and you are not bigger than Nigeria. I am Vils tweeting. Let's take a look at more reactions from Nigeria. Emmy Gold 01 tweeting said, if Zakari could hide a trans marriage which happened between her and Buhari's extended family as admitted by Buhari himself, then she must be hiding so many things still. That shows an insincere heart. Such heart will definitely rig elections, no doubt. Emmy Gold 01 tweeting. Let's take a look at more reactions from Nigerians on this issue. Femi Aribisala tweeting said, Tanko Yakasai revealed that Amina Zakari's father, the late Emir of Kazaure, was married to Buhari's elder sister. He further disclosed that Buhari spent a significant part of his formative years in the home of Zakari's father. This makes Zakari's INEC choice totally dubious. From Femi Aribisala tweeting. Mr. Abu Siddiq, one of the APC influencers on social media, tweeted and said, on a lighter note, did you people not say the man in the villa is not Buhari, but Jibril from Sudan? Why are you people now worried that Amina Zakari, who even had no blood relation with Buhari, is his niece? Let's worry about the person in the villa, I beg. From Mr. Abu Siddiq tweeting. And then we move on to this issue that was also trending on Instagram. From Mr. Jollof, one Nigerian comedian who is quite popular on Instagram, said this about Atiku, the PDP presidential candidate. Boys, the vex this year. All this senior bra, make una give us chance to run things. Waiting the sub self. I no understand self. On another news, we know they fear prison. Prison na 5-star hotel. He said this about Atiku. Let's take a look at this video.
Atiku Abubakar, this now one matter when I want you drop now, make you understand yourself now, eh? Yes. This new year will come so with a verse. Yes. For everything where you get for this life, you know understand? Atiku see, you know they suffer. You know understand? The thing where you get for your system normally, you supposed to feed half of Nigeria. Yes. But now you the boss at now they tell us now say now you of all people normally for the level where you are see you will be Bolonge, you know understand? You say now you now you want to be president of you know understand? Now you want to be president. See, Atiku Mori tell you the truth, you not get money again. You know understand? You just want to intimidate us now, say everything day with you. You know understand? What do you want to go do for presidency? Atiku lock up, you know understand? The voltage where you get normally and to your bring one small, you know see all the show, all the fella draw to you. Normally, you will not tell it, where you see, just take this block and where you go contest normally. Because they say now you want to be president for Nigeria.
Let's take a look at reactions to that. Imoy Midani posting said, funny enough, these are the same men who have ruled before. What are they going to do now that they didn't do then? Sunday Thomas 8347, which plan he can still get again? All these old men, no one go rest. The matter don't tire person self. And more reactions on that video. Let's take a look from Ficogenic _ Mr. Jollof. I've been to follow you for back. The reason say you get sense. Now I confirm say now rumors. This kind thing that they use sense talk up. You just talk your own like no wise at all. From Hope Liwan, Atiku is better than Buhari. Oga, you face your own election, whether you go fit even win your unit. Mr. Jollof is actually contesting for a House of Reps position in Delta State. We move on from that issue now to a video shared with us by Kayode Ogundamisi on Twitter. This video is about a road, the Enugu-Onitsha road, which has, according to this video report, been constructed by President Muhammadu Buhari's administration. Let's take a look at this video and some of the comments that followed.
Hey Baba! Say Baba! Guys, this is Enugu Port Harcourt. Oh, sorry. Enugu-Onitsha Expressway. We've been running on this road for more than 30 minutes now on a very well constructed road by our amiable and indefatigable President Muhammadu Buhari. Thank you, our dear President. Thank you so much.
See the reactions of Nigerians. A. Razak, defending PDP at a time like this is the most difficult thing to do. Buhari is neither infallible nor is he a saint, but with a deep sense of sincerity, he has exposed PDP's 16 years of waste, mismanagement, and limitless looting of the Nigerian vault. A. Razak reacting to the video you just watched from Supreme TV News. I'm a witness. I came from Oka to Enugu last night, left Oka by 8:20 p.m., got to Enugu by 9:15 p.m. Normally at night, it will be over 2 hours journey, but now Baba has made it easy for us. From that Twitter user, we saw that comment confirming the video you just watched. Fairly tweeted and said, babe, this road is ongoing. It's not being used yet as I plied this route last week. The old Enugu-Onitsha Expressway is the active route. This seemingly smooth express is riddled with major potholes. Another Twitter user reacting to that video. We don't know who to believe right now. Amanda Fortis tweeting said, 85% of Enugu-Onitsha still looks like this. This video can be deceptive. Okay, these are the comments of Nigerians reacting to that video we just watched. Let's take a look at now this issue which was trending yesterday. It broke into the news yesterday. Armed soldiers were said to have laid siege at Daily Trust office in Maiduguri, Borno State. Let's take a look at that report which was broken by Daily Trust. Armed soldiers in several vehicles have laid siege to Daily Trust headquarters in Abuja. They have surrounded the premises, dismissed the mobile police guards, and refused to allow entry or exit. They actually had also laid siege on their Maiduguri office. I have received with concern news of the sealing of Daily Trust corporate headquarters in Abuja. Freedom of the press is the bedrock of our democracy, and nothing should be done to compromise it. From Atiku Abubakar tweeting in reaction to that report. Let's take a look at what he also said in another tweet. He said, if Daily Trust as an institution or any of its staff is in breach of the law, I recommend that due process be followed and not a resort to the jackboot. Atiku reacting to the siege on Daily Trust office by the Nigerian army. Amnesty Nigeria tweeting said, Amnesty International is concerned by the invasion of Daily Trust headquarters Abuja and Maiduguri Bureau. Arrest of reporters and siege at the editorial offices of the paper could only intimidate the free press in Nigeria. These are Nigerians reacting, and of course we saw another tweet. Let's take a look at this tweet. Kayode Ogundamisi tweeting said, Daily Trust publishing troops move, detailed maps in the middle of war has dire consequences for our soldiers. Whomever released the classified information to Daily Trust can release to Boko Haram too. Nigerian army right to interrogate the reporter, but expedite his release. Kayode Ogundamisi, one of the top APC influencers on social media, reacting to that report. But from Inibeke F. Young, a constitutional lawyer, he reacted to Ogundamisi and said, you are wrong, sir. On the contrary, the military has no power in law to invade a media house or arrest reporters over a story. The highest it can do is to make a complaint to the police. Daily Trust is not subject to the jurisdiction of a court-martial or the Armed Forces Act. From Inibeke F. Young, a constitutional lawyer, tweeted. But the presidency has weighed in on this issue. Garba Shehu in a statement last night said, the federal government has directed the military to vacate the premises of Daily Trust and the order has been complied with. Issues between the military and the newspaper as they affect the coverage of the war in the Northeast will be resolved through dialogue. Well, so much about politics this morning, but this is where we draw the curtain on Kakaaki Social. Follow the conversation on all our social media handles at Kakaaki Social on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. I am Ohimaya Maize. Handing over back now to Salamati.